Who won World War II, the USA or the USSR? The answer isn't as simple as one country winning over the other, because both were crucial to the Allies' victory, but they contributed in very different ways. The Soviet Union played a decisive role on the Eastern Front, where the bulk of the fighting took place. In 1943, at the Battle of Stalingrad, the Soviets managed to encircle and defeat the German Sixth Army, a turning point in the war. This victory broke the back of Nazi forces in the east, and marked the beginning of a massive Soviet counteroffensive. A few years later, in 1945, the Red Army pushed through Eastern Europe, ultimately capturing Berlin and bringing an end to the Nazi regime in Europe. The Soviets paid a staggering price for this victory, losing over 20 million people, but their military achievements were instrumental in the downfall of the Third Reich. Meanwhile, across the world in the Western Front, the United States played an equally critical role. The US was instrumental in the D-Day invasion of June 6, 1944, which marked the start of the liberation of Nazi-occupied Europe. American forces, alongside British and Canadian troops, stormed the beaches of Normandy, and their successful landing led to the liberation of France and the eventual defeat of Germany from the West. The US also played a key role in defeating Japan in the Pacific Theater. After years of fierce fighting, the US delivered a decisive blow by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. This unprecedented action forced Japan to surrender, effectively ending the war in the Pacific and completing the Axis powers' defeat. By 1945, both the United States and the Soviet Union emerged as the two dominant global superpowers, each having played a decisive role in the defeat of the Axis. However, this victory also laid the groundwork for the Cold War, a period of intense geopolitical rivalry between the two, driven by ideological differences, capitalism versus communism. In the end, it wasn't just one winner, it was both. The US and the USSR, though on opposite sides of the Cold War that followed, had each contributed to the defeat of the Axis powers in critical ways. The war was won by the Allies as a whole, but the lasting impact of their contributions would shape the world for decades to come.